February is a time where many people reflect on one another in love. Valentine's Day. And as we think about that, many of us are thinking about what makes us draw closer to our significant other. What makes us think about our significant other throughout the day? What stops us in our tracks to really, just send them a message? Say hi. How are you? How's your day going? And all because of love. There's a worship song that I'm reminded of that talks about God's love, God's characteristics of love. Because after all, Valentine's Day, we think of big gifts to give our significant other. For some folks, it's jewelry, perhaps a car, maybe a house. Big things, small things. All because of love. All because we want to show that person how much they mean to us, how much we think about them, how much we love them. Same thing with God. God does the same thing out of love. And it's hard for many of us to understand a God that some of us don't have a relationship with us, still loves us enough to give us, to show us kindness, to show us compassion, to show us mercy, to show us grace. A worship song you can look up online comes to mind is called Love Came Down. The lyrics are simple. Love came down and rescued me. And that reflects the biggest goal, the biggest purpose that God had for us. Many believers, brothers and sisters in Christ, have often remembered this famous passage. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. All because of love. Loves us so much that he sent his Son. The next few verses share about he didn't want to condemn the world, but he wanted to save the world through him. All because of love. God so loved the world. Many of us can imagine that, as a parent and a child. We love our children so much. Parents would do anything for their kids to see them succeed, to see them grow, to see them be successful, to see them learn, to see them do things that many parents could not do during their time. All because of love. Perhaps some of us are taking care of a loved one. All because of love. Perhaps we're helping a neighbor do some things around their house because they physically can't do it. All because of love. You see, there's so many examples of love. So many things we could do for one another because of love. And as we take time to think about Valentine's Day, not just for our significant others, not just for our loved ones, family, friends, but let's think about what God did. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Pray that many of you connect with the church today. Connect with a local church. Get involved. Hear a message. Ask. Seek study groups. And pray. Love came down and rescued me. An interesting worship song that reminds us of the true meaning of love, grace, mercy, and compassion. Have a blessed day, blessed week. Mr. Blake, Discipleship 24/7. Let's see how we can define love this month.